40 years. It's a very different kind of feeling. More than the content, it's about emotion. When I go back to the first lecture I delivered way back in 1983, and I remember the date. Anyway, no chartered accountant ever forgets the date on which he became chartered accountant. That was 15th July 83. And I vividly remember everything. On 18th July, it was my first lecture. Never ever I thought that time the journey would be so eventful, so wonderful, so rewarding.
Thank you so much, JK sir, for accepting my invitation. On behalf of Aspire Advisors LLP, we sincerely appreciate your valuable time in sharing your professional journey with us on the theme of a role of a group in shaping the career. So, could you elaborate on how your CA qualification has influenced both the professional and personal life, and how do you see your career and personal journey might have been different if you have not been pursued the CA? अगर आप CA नहीं होते तो क्या आप इस पोजीशन पे assume कर पाते अपने आप को?
So first of all, thank you so much, Arjit Ji, for this opportunity and honor. I am thankful to you for this. Coming to your question, to be honest, I just cannot imagine as to what I could have been had I not been a chartered accountant. Chartered accountancy qualification has made biggest possible contribution to what I am all about personally as well as professionally. To elaborate little more, you see, I come from extremely poor family where, up to 12th standard, I studied in Gujarat, in Gujarati medium. English was not even one of the subjects. My parents so poor that after 12th, when I wanted to come to Mumbai, they did not have enough money to buy ticket for themselves to escort me up to Mumbai at that young age. So that kind of poverty, I studied only on charity. And when I came to Mumbai, I never thought of chartered accountancy. I did not know anything about chartered accountancy. I in fact started supply of ladies' purse in Mumbai, holding big bundles in my hand, going to different suburbs and selling to shopkeepers. So to answer your question, had I not been chartered accountant, I still would have been doing the same thing, because some people who were doing that at that time, I'm talking about some 45 years back, they are still doing the same thing today, maybe earning little more, but little more than what normally people earn today. But that's not more than 50,000-70,000 per month that they are earning. So I have no doubt about the fact that I would have been lesser blessed person, still doing that laborious job and earning few thousand rupees a month. And definitely I would not have made anything beyond that. Coming to personal life, Arijit Ji, you know it, that once you are a chartered accountant, it is beginning of a new thing in your own family as well. So because I was a chartered accountant at that time of marriageable age, I got the spouse, my wife, who is also a chartered accountant. But supposing I was selling only ladies' purse in Mumbai suburbs, I could not have thought of even a graduate wife also. Secondly, since me and my wife both chartered accountants, naturally our education would influence and inspire our children as well. So I have one son, one daughter, and both of them are also chartered accountants.
Wow.
So chartered accountancy has made something which cannot be described in words. And I always say I got two gifts in my life. One from my parents, they gave me birth. And second, ICAI, which gave birth to my career and my personal life. So we can never thank ICAI enough for whatever that qualification has done to us.
अगर हम सीए नहीं होते तो हम आज कुछ भी नहीं होते. ये सब सीए की करामात ही है और सीए इज एन एक्सेप्शनल एंड कोर्स. और सर वन रिक्वेस्ट, don't use G sir, I'm just a small kid in front of you. You can say Arjun on this. That's really good thing.
Thank you. Sure. I'll try.
So you have to not to try. Okay. So over the years you have the opportunity to mentor and guide many who are leaders of today. What common traits of quality have you observed in successful leaders, and how do you nurture these qualities in your students? तो होता है ना कि हमने बहुत सारे स्टूडेंट्स को देखा, तो कुछ लोग होते हैं जो बहुत ज्यादा तरक्की करते हैं और कुछ लोग नहीं कर पाते. तो जो तरक्की करी उन्होंने, तो उसमें ऐसी क्या डिफरेंट क्वालिटीज जो आपको लगी?
Yes. So I will reply in English.
Yeah, you can see it.
Yeah. So you see, some of the most successful chartered accountants of today who studied some years back or over the years at JK Shah Classes, and I must have taught definitely more than about 1.5 to 2 lakhs people who are now chartered accountants out of 3.5 lakh chartered accountants who are there in this country today. One thing that I observed amongst all these successful chartered accountants is a set of common qualities. One is, whether as a student or after that I've been observing them as a professional, one quality was 100% focus and dedication to what they have been doing. Secondly, completely some sort of obsession to achieve their goal. The goal is not in terms of money. For us professionals, of course, money remains the main objective why we all work. Any chartered accountant who makes tall claim that he is not after money or money does not matter, he is actually fooling the listener, and if he means it, then he is fooling himself. We all are only for money. Even doctor is for money, but
Everyone
doctor
is for
earns
money.
Yes, doctor earns money by saving somebody's life. So money is most vital thing. But I have observed amongst all these people that they were never after money. Money came as a byproduct. Though it was intended to be main product, it came as a byproduct. So they were focused. Secondly, they were clear about what objective they want to achieve, the goal, their mad obsession about achieving it. They were very serious. They were honest. Integrity was never under question. And one more thing, Arijit, I observed was a high degree of punctuality in whatever they did. Last but not the least is very humble behavior. If I give you one or two examples of some people who made it very big, but look at how humble I observed them. I can give you a number of examples, but I'll give you 3 examples. One is of Kumar Manglam Birla. Well, he was our student first in 87, 88 and then 89, I think, for inter-CA, final CA both. And then I also taught him when he was preparing for London School of Economics MBA. I went to his office and taught him. But that was in 92 or so. After that, almost for about 20 years or maybe 15, 17 years, no contact, nothing. He was on his way, I was on my way. One fine day at Aubrey Hotel, I was there with my family for dinner. And he was also with his family for dinner in the same restaurant. But I did not observe that he was there. He saw me. After 15, 20 years, he is seeing me. He immediately came to my table. Oh, sir, like that. I stood up. He said, sir, no, you sit. Now look at Kumar Manglam Birla and look at this attitude. Second example I'll give you is of Nilesh Shah, who is CMD of Kotak AMC. He was a gold medalist chartered accountant, first rank, and 100 out of 100 in my subject costing. He's always in touch. But maybe 6-7 months back, one fine afternoon, he calls me up at about 1 o'clock. Sir, where are you? I said, I'm at home. Sir, I'm passing through that area in 30 minutes time. So I'm coming there and I will have lunch at your home. Now this requires a rare courage and rare amount of humbleness to come this way and invite yourself. Last, Piyush Goyal, in 2021, he calls me up one fine afternoon on Sunday. Directly from his mobile, he calls me always. And he's asking me, sir, how are you doing? Now a cabinet minister calling. So I thought there would be some work somewhere. How are you doing? Bhabiji, how is he? How is she? How are children? By name. I said, all fine. He asked me whether corona, everything fine. And I said, all fine. And he told me, sir, anything, anytime, let me know. And he asked me, what are you doing today evening? I said, I'm free. So I'm in Mumbai. Come over for a cup of tea. You see the kind of humbleness a cabinet minister. He knows I can do nothing for him ever, nor he would ever ask for anything. So these things have been very humbling experience for even me also. So these are the qualities which I've observed and which are constant in all the people who have made it big. As for our current students are concerned, like your second part of the question, how do we train them? Well, I will also say that Piyush Goyal or all the people and so many thousands of chartered accountants who passed from JK Shah Classes. It's not the identity. These are the qualities. Maybe indirectly we might have instilled into them, but largely they deserve credit for it. Exactly the same way, when we teach our students currently, we teach them the standards of focusing, the goal. Of course, the goal is passing the exam and passing with flying colors convincingly, punctuality. I'll tell you my own example. Right from 1983, when I delivered my first lecture on 18th July, until 2022, when I stopped thereafter, not a single lecture I started even 1 second late. And that is what students always observe. Students do not get influenced by your sermons or big, philosophical lessons, but they are influenced by what they have seen in you practicing. So these are the lessons. And luckily, Arijit, I have been in a profession where even if you want to do something wrong, you cannot do. Because our business, our profession is open trade. We don't have to cheat anyone. We don't get even chance. So there is no way we can, influence the students in any negative way. So these are the ways we influence our students also to be good human beings and good chartered accountants.
And I really appreciate, sir, that actually these students whom you have taught are actually giving you this value and टीचर्स का मान रख वैल्यू. कुछ लोग तो जब पहुंच जाते हो जाए पे तो दे विल फॉरगेट दैट आया होगा यार कुछ लग तो हम है. So it's really appreciate at their point of time. So can you share a memorable success story or transformation of a leader you have mentored where your guidance played a significant role in the development or achievement, like Piyush Goyal sir or Kumar Manglam Birla or Nilesh Vikamsey sir, who is our past president?
Well, if I start with Nilesh Vikamsey, so, he was in my very first batch. of my career. Nilesh Vikamsey and Hitesh Gajaria both. Hitesh Gajaria then went on to become India taxation partner of KPMG. Nilesh Vikamsey, in his own rights, great heights he achieved. So they are the people who trusted me without knowing anything about me, because that was my first batch, So they trusted me. They gave me a chance to teach them. And thereafter, first batch 7 students, second batch 40, third batch maybe 300. It went on in a geometric progression thereafter. So the way I remember both of those wonderful human beings, and both of them still in touch all the time, is that they gave me chance, and they were traveling with me in the train all throughout, because that time I was Mr. Nobody. Today also I'm not something, but that time I had nothing, not even house to stay in. Kumar Manglam, if I share one experience as I'm now recollecting, it was final CA, inter CA nothing memorable, but final CA. Since you are also a chartered accountant, I can give little detail also. It was integral, non-integral and standard costing combination question. The question was asked in final ICWA, and I used to teach final ICWA people also. And my subject was always costing mainly and holding company accounts. There was one nice question on single plan, and ICWA gave wrong solution. I wrote to ICWA, it corrected it also, but then they will not publish that we went wrong, so this is correct solution, and so on. I had put the same question in my study material for Kumar Manglam, and I solved that question for Kumar. I told him this is what ICWA gave, but this is correct solution. And then he asked me, sir, if at all this question is asked in the exam, what should I do? I said, I'm not in a position to give you a very clear advice, because even if it is wrong solution, but if paper checker thinks it is right, then your future is in paper checker's hand. Paper setter has done the damage already. He can't do anything better or worse. Now it is all about paper checker. But I told him, if I was in your position, what I would have done, I would have given correct solution with a clear-cut note that it is because of this reason. It was about raw material, ICWA valued at actual price, whereas in single plan, it is to be valued at standard price. So I said I would write prominent note in very legible handwriting, so that I attract the attention of the paper checker. So even if he has one solution, I will change his mind. Arijit, you would not believe, to my great surprise, that was first question of 23 marks in Kumar's costing paper. He comes out of the exam hall. In his car, he has telephone at that time. And he told us, before calling my parents, I'm calling you, that the first question is this one. I asked him what you did. He said exactly what you told me. I wrote the correct solution with a note. So very interesting. Of course, he cleared with flying colors. Very brilliant student as well. I'll tell you one more thing about Piyush Goyal. Very interesting. He was a student, inter CA, final CA, both he secured second rank. But this story I'm going to tell you is about final CA. After batch got over, he was on leave. He started preparation. And he was preparing for, if I remember rightly, for May exam. Sometime in January 87, he comes to me. 87, yeah, I think 87 only. And he tells me, sir, I feel I'm not well prepared. Should I take drop? So I told him that for CA exam, you never feel you are fully prepared. But you tell me subject-wise what you have done, and let us evaluate. He told me that I've asked some 3-4 other well-wishers also the same thing. I said, don't tell me whom you asked and what they told you. Otherwise, I'll get biased by it. But you tell me what you have prepared. I evaluated everything. And I told him, now don't ask anyone. You are absolutely well prepared and you are appearing for this exam only. He went on. I hope and believe he never asked anybody else thereafter. He appeared and he secured second rank. So in a way I can say I was marginally wrong. That's he secured second rank and not first. But interesting story is here also. He lost the first rank by 4 marks. And just like Kumar, but in Kumar's case, only question was asked, wrong solution was given by ICWA. Here CA Institute asked the first question, which was on capital budgeting in costing paper. That time capital budgeting was in costing syllabus. First question of 23 marks and CA Institute gave wrong solution. Capital budgeting, 2 questions were asked. You follow ARR and NPV method. Now, ARR cash flow was after depreciation, but when you come to NPV, depreciation is not outflow. Institute should have added back. It forgot and gave completely wrong solution. Piyush gave completely correct solution because Piyush after the exam met me and told me what he has done. To my great horror, Institute gave wrong solution. I wrote to Institute. Institute accepted it also. Institute published the same question with correct solution in its study material and revisionary thereafter. But before that, damage was done. Which means if the question was rightly solved by Institute and correct solution was used, then Piyush surely would have secured first rank. I told him this entire incidents. In 2019, he came as chief guest at our function of award ceremony. He told me, sir, you should have told me that time, not now. I said that time it would not have made any change because the system was not that open. So, these were a number of cases where interesting things happen. And it has been very eventful journey that I had as teacher.
But as you rightly said that we should be thankful to all 7 students because they have trusted you that time. Now everyone will trust you because you have given 3 lakhs, 4 lakhs students or CAs. But that time, the credit majority goes to those 7 students who have trusted you and give you the opportunity to grow. So I'm very happy that I know one that student, Nilesh, who is also my mentor.
Oh, great.
So in today's rapidly changing world, leadership dynamics are evolving. How do you stay updated and adopt your teachings to prepare students for challenges of contemporary leadership? Now every day there is a lot of changes, whether it's in technology, whether it's in a syllabus. So how you get updated by teaching?
Yeah, you are very right that things have changed and there has been a paradigm change across. So the study material, institutes, methods, students, psychology, everything has changed. And we remain updated. We remain young at heart and in our mind. And we always come down to students' level. Except for the age, we do not allow them to feel that we are aged people or that we are outdated people. So one, we remain in touch. One more change, our study material. Our study material is always very rich. It covers anything and everything. But in past, when there was no technology, I used to go to London twice a year to track the study material, what they are asking, what is new and so on. Because that time internet was not that effective, study materials were not available. So I used to go, but nobody else used to go. So I used to get an advantage of having access to those materials and prepare material of JK Shah classes accordingly. Now it is available to everyone. But since it is available to everyone and so much is available, almost 50 to 60 countries chartered accountancy examination material is available at the touch of the button. So what has happened is there is so much that not many have time or will to see everything. I take out time, go through almost each and everything, inspire my teachers to do it, and we pick up the best thing from them. Secondly, today's students are also very different. They have access to technology, social media, etc., etc. So they are quite well informed audience now. So we have to teach them also in such a way that we don't end up giving too much, which they don't need because they already have. So focus on the concept, solve 2-3 questions and give them homework questions and so on. So those are the changes. As for the students part, I would say, students have become IQ-wise very rich. They have got great analytical ability, but they are not very practical in life still. Old-time people were not that intelligent, but were very practical and were having some value system which was inbuilt. Today's generation, because they are fighting a very ugly battle, and since there is a rat race, they all want to achieve something overnight. And therefore, we try to give them good lessons on how to be better human beings, how not to join rat race, how to maintain ethical standards. Because one thing is sure, we tell them that if you do what everybody does, then you will be one of countless people and you will never be noticed. But if you want to emerge as a leader, do what is tough and what not many will do. Only then you will get singled out. So we try to teach them. Also, the biggest challenge with today's students with changing scenario is their mental attitude and mental health also. So we do a lot of things on that front also. We tell them how not to be afraid of CA exam, how to face it, how to rather prepare well instead of getting afraid of it, how not to listen to the negative things, how to keep away from social media, or if you cannot keep away, how to control, how to draw a line, how to value your relations with your parents, siblings. So all in all, we are doing all these things in such a way that we don't appear to be giving them sermons, but at the same time, we think we influence their psyche and we help them become better human beings and become successful chartered accountants in time to come.
Very true, sir. And I have also noticed that young generation now want in years and 4 years, 5 years they want to be a president, vice president. They are very stick to the positions and the money, and they are not in a mood to learn or to gain the knowledge in the initial years, which I noticed.
You are right.
So, as you have completed 40 years of your professional journey, so what are your future plans on professional and personal fronts? Though it's a mix of personal and professional question, but what?
Well, so professional side, if I tell you, as I already told you, Vishal and Pooja, both being chartered accountants, are running JKSC, so to say, and the execution part and routine decision making completely left to them. My role is symbolic and strategic, which will continue for lifetime because I am going to be chairman for life. Role will be strategic and over a period of time maybe only symbolic. But coming to personal front, I am more involved into charity. And I have a trust in the NAPER and parents-in-law, where we give food grain to needy people. Currently, we are giving food grains to only some 800 families in Mumbai. But my real goal, objective, is to ensure that I have this all throughout the country, not just Mumbai. And ideally, I would not like a single Indian to sleep hungry. As I told you in the beginning, I was so poor. I know what I went through. I feel their hunger. I feel their pain. And I would not like to be known finally as Professor JK Shah, Chartered Accountant, or JK Shah Classes. I would like to be known only for this charity to feed the who have been left in lurch by their own children or some widows and so on. I have myself made a huge financial contribution to this trust, but I'm going to go all out. Spend at least, I have been spending about 70-75% of my physical time only on charity. So that is my future plan as far as personal front is concerned.
That's really a great and inspiring, sir. And lastly, what advice would you give to individuals inspiring to become an effective leader or mentor themselves based on your experience as a guru? So, because guru is the only person who gives the honest advice.
So I would always say to our current students or students across India, no matter where they are studying, and the future prospective people, who might be entering this profession, that the qualities which I mentioned in the beginning, which I observed in all those students that time, who then went on to become big time successful entrepreneurs and chartered accountants. You take example of Nilesh Vikamsey, Kumar Manglam Birla, or Chaturvedi brothers of Chaturvedi and Shah, who have been Reliance auditors for years, Kumar Manglam, Nilesh Shah, even Pranav Saita, Sanket Sanghvi, and countless more people. The common traits which have worked and which will work, which are timeless pieces of things to be done would be, punctuality, focus, dedication, burning desire to achieve your objective, define your objective properly, but don't be in search of shortcuts. There is nothing which can come so handy. If it was really possible, everybody would have done it. Very quickly you succeed only in gambling. And very quickly you fail also there only. Right? So career or profession is no gamble. So I would always say, give enough time. Success doesn't come fast. Failure happens very fast. Success takes time. Let it take its own time. Give your 100%. And this qualification of chartered accountancy is such a powerful qualification that if you know how to handle it, you can use that as a vehicle to reach wherever you want to reach. Institute gives you a vehicle, but you have to know how to run it. And with good value system, not being in search of shortcuts, remain focused, do nothing wrong to anyone, be honest and be genuine well-wisher of your client, and success is going to be yours. It is going to be rewarding because clients are also in search of those chartered accountants who will be honest in their advice also, well informed, and will not mislead them. So these are the ways in which people can succeed in any field and every field, and all the more so in chartered accountancy.
Very true, sir. And the clients also feel comfortable when you say that your motive is not a profit, but your motive is a correct and honest advice. Maybe your fees will loss, but advice will give them a 100% assurance. So we extend our heartiest gratitude for your insightful and thoughtful responses. Our exchange has been incredible and enriching, and we are confident that the wisdom you have shared will serve as a wellspring of inspiration for emerging professionals. Once again, thank you so much, sir, for giving your valuable time. Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you, Arjit. Thank you so much for this opportunity, and we will remain in touch always.